There is something in you that you may not even see yet. Something planted before you took your first breath. Something that has been hidden, not because you are unworthy, but because the time has not yet come. God is a master craftsman. He never puts all his treasures on the surface. Diamonds are buried deep in the earth. Pearls are hidden in the heart of the sea. And the greatness he put in you is hidden within your spirit, waiting for its appointed time to shine. Many people live their whole lives thinking they are ordinary. They go to work, pay bills, and go to sleep without ever discovering the extraordinary treasure within. But God did not make you for survival. He made you for purpose. The Apostle Paul reminds us in 2 Corinthians 4 verse 7. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. Did you catch that? The treasure is already there. It's not something you need to go and find somewhere else. It's already inside you, but hidden in a way that requires God's timing to reveal it. Why does God hide what he puts in you? God hides his gifts in you for the same reason a farmer buries a seed. The seed is alive, but it's placed underground until the season and the environment are right for it to break through. If it is exposed too early, it will wither. Think about David. He was anointed as king when he was a shepherd boy, but he didn't step onto the throne immediately. God hid the kingship in him for years, allowing battles, betrayals, and wilderness seasons to shape him. Why? Because premature exposure can destroy a gift. Just as Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." God will reveal what he hid in you at the time that will bring him the most glory and you the most fruit. How do you recognize the hidden gift? Often, you can sense it before you can define it. It may feel like a deep restlessness, a holy dissatisfaction with life as it is. You may not have the language for it yet, but you know you were made for more. C.S. Lewis once said, "If we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world." That longing you feel, it's evidence of the gift God placed in you. Your hidden gift will often show up in three ways: an unusual pull toward something, a passion or burden that you can't shake, a problem that bothers you deeply, something you feel you must fix or address, even if others ignore it, an ability that comes naturally, something you can do with ease while others struggle. But remember, until God reveals it fully, it may remain only as a whisper in your heart. God's process of revelation. God's revelation often follows a pattern: preparation, testing, release. Preparation. God uses your everyday life to prepare you. Joseph learned leadership in Potiphar's house before he led a nation. Testing. God allows challenges to refine you. Your gift must be tested in the wilderness before it can stand in the palace. Release. When the time is right, God brings you before the right people, in the right place, at the right time. Look at Isaiah 49 verse 2. "He made my mouth like a sharpened sword. In the shadow of his hand he hid me. He made me into a polished arrow and concealed me in his quiver." God hides you, not to forget you, but to protect and prepare you. What to do while you're hidden? Be faithful in the small things. Luke 16 verse 10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Your faithfulness now is the soil for your future harvest. Stay in God's presence. The more you walk with him, the clearer his voice becomes. Grow your skill. David killed lions and bears in private before he faced Goliath in public. Guard your heart from comparison. Your season of revealing is different from someone else's. Obey promptly. Every act of obedience is a step toward the day God will unveil you. When God finally reveals it, when God reveals what he hid in you, it will be undeniable. Doors will open that you didn't even knock on. Opportunities will find you. People will suddenly recognize what they never saw in you before. But here's the most important part. When it happens, give the glory back to him. Remember, the treasure is his, even though it's placed in you. In Matthew 5 verse 16, Jesus says, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven." The revealing of your gift is not about you being celebrated. It's about him being exalted. Right now, you may feel overlooked, hidden, or forgotten. But God has not forgotten you. He is the one who hid the treasure inside you, and He is the one who will reveal it in His perfect time. Your responsibility is not to force the door open, but to stay ready, faithful, and pure. Because when the curtain lifts and the light hits what God placed in you, the world will not be able to ignore it. And when that day comes, you'll understand why He hid it for so long. It was never lost. It was simply being prepared.